A mile offshore, looming on the horizon, the giant shape of Royal Fleet Auxiliary ship Mounts Bay. We're heading out from RAF Akrotiri with the men of 4-5 Commando Royal Marines. They've been here in the Mediterranean for several weeks, exercising and providing reassurance. To get aboard, our small launch is winched 20 feet out of the water, and we step inside.
You happy, lads? Any bags?
1.5 miles port side, 30 minutes time.
Captain Richard Taylor joined the Royal Fleet Auxiliary in 1989. He was involved in the building phase of Mounts Bay and has commanded her since December.
Yeah, RFA Mounts Bay is a very capable ship. We have a dock down aft which can take an LCU or a Mexifloat. We're able to load 2 Mexifloats either side of the ship. We have about 5,000 square metres of vehicle deck for stores, etc. We have an aviation-capable platform which can take Chinook. As well as that, we can take just under 500 people on board.
It's what's below deck that makes these Bay-class ships unique. A large wet dock and cavernous vehicle deck mean troops and equipment can be loaded onto landing craft, even in rough weather, and in half the time of their predecessors. The other clever feature is Mounts Bay's propulsion system. 4 generators power an electric motor, which in turn drives a set of azimuth thrusters, essentially steerable propellers.
It gives the ship great manoeuvrability. The ship can dynamically position, so the bridge team will type in a latitude and longitude of where they want the ship to stay, and the ship will just hold herself there, which will allow us then to dock the ship down to then allow the troops to be taken ashore via landing craft.
P2, cover, target, red.
200 Royal Marines live and operate from Mounts Bay. Up on deck, they're going through dry runs on the ship's Mark IV minigun. Supporting them are 150 Royal Navy and Army personnel, including Royal Artillery and engineers. They brought with them 5 different types of landing craft, including this, which can carry 9 Royal Marines, 2 crew and a gunner. Among them are these medium-sized landing craft, known to the Royal Marines as the LCVP Mark V. It can carry up to 35 fully laden commandos, or alternatively vehicles like the Viking, and land them quickly on a beach.
It's the workhorse of our sort of fleet. They can operate up to a sea state 5, and they can pretty much land on most beaches, providing the surf's not more than 2 metres.
The Royal Fleet Auxiliary has a range of ships that support the Royal Navy around the globe, from floating hospitals to fuel tankers. They're crewed by civilians, among them Adam McCarthy. He used to work in computers, but 3 years ago decided on a career change, and in May he takes his final exams to qualify as an RFA officer.
Just as I was coming up to 30, I was coming up thinking, I don't really like my office job, sat behind a desk. I used to work in IT, designing intranets for people. I thought I want a slightly more adventurous, explore the world kind of job. And it just kind of popped up, went down to an open day at a maritime academy, met the RFA representatives there, and just took it from there. I live in Surrey, which is somewhat landlocked, so a lot of my friends that live up in London were kind of, you what? You're working at sea? It's like, yes, it's fantastic.
Mounts Bay set sail from Falmouth in January and arrived in Cyprus after stops in Gibraltar and Crete. With 95% of Britain's trade dependent on the sea, this task force will be in the Med throughout 2016, delivering both deterrence and reassurance, and if necessary, a potent weapon. Simon Newton, Forces News, off the coast of Cyprus.